is Mango Oblivion Plays, and I'm here with some more Pokemon news from the rest of October. Some of the things we'll be going over today are potential leaks, so if you are interested in not watching that, then you might want to click away from this video. So let's get started going through the rest of October's Pokemon news. First of all, we're going to talk about some Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news coming out this past week. First of all, the second Grand Challenge is coming up with its sign-up period starting on October 17th, which is Thursday. The competition will run from October 25th to October 27th, and once again, if you complete 3 battles, you will get 10,000 League Points, a Golden Bottle Cap, and an Ability Patch. There will be Regulation H rules for this tournament, so make sure you plan accordingly. There's also some new raids that have been announced from October 18th to 20th. Some of our version exclusive Pokemon that have been in raids prior to this will be coming back. These include Stonejourner, Ice-Q, Armarouge, and Ceruledge. During this event, these Pokemon will appear in raids regardless of version, so they're not going to be version exclusive like in previous ones, and these will be 5-star raids. Coming along with those raid events, there will also be an Outbreak event that'll be happening at the same time. There has not been any information on whether or not there will be an increased shiny rate or an increased mark rate for these outbreaks, but the Pokemon involved will be Oranguru and Passimian and Paldea, Cramorant and Morpeko and Kitakami, and then a Alolan Vulpix and a Alolan Sandshrew in the terrarium. Finally, there will be a new distribution of Pokemon that'll be happening in mid-November. This will be happening during the Latin American Championships, and it'll be the shiny Pelipper that Patrick Connors used at NAIC. So you can look forward to getting that Pelipper during that weekend. Let's shift focus to Pokemon Go. Gigantamax will be releasing in Pokemon Go coming up in the next couple of weeks. The debut will be planned for October 26th and 27th, and 40 people will be able to team up to battle a Gigantamax Pokemon in massive max battles. These ones are rank 6, so the Beldum and Phalanx that were out earlier were rank 3, so these are supposed to be much, much, much harder. The first 3 Pokemon that will be available are Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, and they will automatically get their G-Max move for their max move, regardless of what their fast move is. The Wild Area event is coming later this year, and it's going to feature Toxel and the debut of Toxtricity. Gigantamax Toxtricity will also be appearing during this event. The actual in-person event is happening in Japan, and that's going to happen around November 16th, but the global event will take place November 23rd, and there is a paid ticket for that. I think it's either $10 or $15, and there will be a research that goes along with it that'll help you get more Toxtricity and other such stuff. So, if you're interested in that, something you can look for in the Pokemon Go shop. They have also announced the details for the first part of the Halloween event. It's going to be happening from October 22nd to 28th. This will be the debut of Morpeko and Dynamax Ghastly, so adding another Dynamax Pokemon into the mix for this event. There will also be special Halloween events available for both Rowlet and Froakie during that week. There will be a research that will get you a Spiritomb encounter, as well as several Pokemon that are Dark or Ghost type, or evolve into those types of Pokemon, and there will be some Mega Candy for various Ghost and Dark type Megas. Moving on to Pokemon Masters EX. The next event for the game is coming out today, or came out today, October 15th, and it features both Iono and Chantal. Iono is going to have Fluttermane as her sync pair, and Chantal will have Frostlass. This is a story event, so it's going to be very... they usually have lots of dialogue in there, but there will be several battles and the opportunity to get these pairs. Moving on to Pokemon Sleep. The latest Good Sleep Day is coming up starting tomorrow. We will be getting the 1.5 sleep drowsy power, the 2 times drowsy power, and the 1.5 times drowsy power. So this obviously is increased drowsy power during this 3-day period, and there will be increased Cleffa, Clefairy, and Clefable spawns. Moving into the Pokemon trading card game, several cards from Surging Sparks were revealed in the last couple of days, including this Zarude card, Victini, and then the rarer Latios EX. These will be appearing in the Surging Sparks set, which is our next English set, and that set will be coming out November 8th. So look for pre-release information in the next couple of weeks. Finally, let's get to the biggest piece of news that happened in just this last weekend for Pokemon, which was the Tera leak, or the Game Freak leak that happened back in August. Someone hacked into Game Freak and stole over a terabyte of their data, and most of this information was personal information for their employees, so their address, their banking information, stuff like that. However, there was also some Pokemon information that was made available through this leak as it's been slowly published to the internet. So first of all, they released a bunch of beta sprites and company secrets. So for instance, there was lots of beta sprites from generations 3 to 5 that we had never seen before, including Pokemon that were cut, so we've never seen them. So for instance, in this picture over here with Torchic and Trico is the original water starter, this rabbit. Up here in the corner, there is the sprite for what was a combined Zebstrika and Blitzel. Apparently there was originally a one-stage Pokemon. Beneath it, we've got the original Licky Licky, which I think is actually cooler than the one we actually got. And then down here on the bottom, apparently Scrafty was planned for Gen 3 and then was pushed back to Gen 5. Some company secrets that were revealed include things like the fact that the Gen 6 Pokedex was so small because players complained about Gen 5 so much, so they cut back on the number of Pokemon they introduced in that next generation, and a bunch of other information like that. Kind of different things about the games that we just didn't know or we kind of had guessed at, but we weren't actually aware of yet. Finally, they did release some leaks about ZA and some other leaked titles that Game Freak is working on. It has revealed that ZA was supposed to release this year, but got pushed back, and this is likely so it can be released with the Switch 2 as well, so it'll probably be a dual console release. Apparently there is a fully functional working version of the game that it was leaked out, and some people have already began to play it. So there is a very high likelihood in the next couple of months that there's going to be a lot of actual spoilers potentially posted about this. So just kind of watch out. And if you don't want to be spoiled about things that aren't officially revealed, then you should avoid leak websites. They also talked about how there are 2 other games that Game Freak is working on that are Pokemon related. One of them, which is probably Generation 10, is codenamed Gaia. And then there's another game that's being created with the people who made the Shining Pearl Brilliant Diamond studio. And it seems to be a multiplayer game. So I'm kind of interested to see what that's like. It's been compared to games like Splatoon. So it could be kind of like a first-person shooter Pokemon game, potentially. There are also several anime and movie projects in the works. None of them include Ash. Sorry to disappoint you all. That's pretty much it for all the big news we have in the Pokemon world to finish off October. If anything major pops up, of course, we will make a video about it in the future. If you're excited about the Grand Challenge Part 2, I am as well, and I'll be making a team and probably testing it out before I register. So look forward to that, and best of luck to all of our trainers out there. We'll be seeing you soon with more Pokemon news. This has been Mango Oblivion Plays.